You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on this Labor Day. Good day to you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, Labor Day, boy, kind of a big deal. And hey, big salute going out to all the genders giving birth today. Kind of a big deal. Yeah. Birthdays. This is kind of a random list. I mean, it truly, really is. Bass player, mastermind, singer for Pink Floyd. Holy cow. Roger Waters is 78 today.
Oh, wow.
Jane Curtin. Always liked Jane.
Me too.
The original
Me
Saturday
too.
Night Live
Yeah.
cast members.
Yeah.
Jane is 74 today.
Nice.
Swoosie Kurtz, actress. Swoosie Kurtz has been in literally dozens and dozens of movies, most of the titles you would be familiar with.
Okay.
My favorite, of course, is the 1977 classic, the finest hockey movie ever filmed, Slapshot, with Paul Newman. If you haven't seen it, just get a copy. Just watch it. Let me know.
Didn't you get in an argument with your doctor about which movie is the best
Yes,
movie?
he did.
Oh, Dr. Brian.
Is he going to be coming at you with a knife anytime soon? You better be
Except
careful.
he's
on which
got
one's
the
best.
scalpel. Well, yeah, he's a hockey jock. I'm an old hockey jock, and he's just totally sold on, that whole USA winning the Olympics, Miracle on Ice movie, and I'm a Slapshot guy. So yeah, things got a little tense. But again, he had the scalpel. Mm-hmm. And Henry Muhlenberg was born this day. I only bring it up. Old Henry happens to be the founder of the U.S. Lutheran Church.
Oh.
And I did some digging because that just can't be true. It has to be a Lindquist. And so
You would think.
or a Lindemeyer or something along those lines, but it was Henry Muhlenberg.
Nice.
Historically speaking, this day in 1899, and maybe you guys can help me out because frankly, I still to this day, I'm not sure what this stuff even is. This day in 1899, the Carnation Company produces the first can of condensed milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is condensed?
It's
what
like
is it
regular milk,
exactly?
but they squish it into a can. They condense it.
No, I don't know exactly what it is.
That doesn't clear
but
it
I
up for
use
me
it
at
a
all.
lot.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a non-dairy milk, I believe.
I have no idea what it is.
Then why they even call it milk?
Yeah, but I think maybe it's...
They call lots of things milk that aren't.
Yeah, there's
really
almond milk, but there's no udders on almonds.
Right.
What do you do?
Yeah.
So condensed milk. Okay, I'm still not clear, but I'll just live my life like that. 1909. I mean, in the society we're in, where everything is just at your fingertips. I mean, you want something, bang, it's there, information. So this is just kind of interesting how far we've come. This day in 1909, the New York Times, big splashy headline, announces that American explorer Robert Peary had discovered the North Pole.
Oh.
5 months earlier.
Oh my gosh.
April, and it took that long for the
For it to get
news.
to the news.
Yes,
That's
fully
nuts.
5 months. Yep, we come a long way, baby. And in 1916, talking about technology, the very first true supermarket is opened by Clarence Saunders in Memphis, Tennessee. The Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of those.
Yeah, they used to be all over Minneapolis. In fact, my grandmother
think
worked
there was
at a
one here.
Piggly Wiggly.
I think it was...
I had never seen a Piggly Wiggly except for like on movies.
I'm pretty sure there was one in Sioux Falls.
They're mainly down south anymore. They're in 17 states. There's about 530 of them. But the closest to us would be Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin.
Oh, nice.
Which is about 287 miles northeast of here if you want to go check one out. So,
Very cool.
and their logo, I dig. No, their tagline, I dig Mr. Pig.
Nice.
They still use that.
It's no Albertsons, I'm sure.
It's no
Or
Albertsons.
Hy-Vee, or Aldi, or Fairway, or Sunshine. But it's one of those.
Although John tries to cover the tracks here.
Let's make sure we got everybody. Who did I forget?
We don't need any complaint talking about supermarkets. Hey, somebody give me a red owl. Will ya? There we go. There we are.
Taking suggestions over here.
Anybody?
Improv my way through the
Super
morning.
value? Anybody? Show of hands.
Kroger? No Kroger? What?
And I know, you know, we all know, and we can forge ahead.
We will do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you this month by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Monday?
There's a company called Mental Floss, and they just sit around and compile data on kind of fun stuff, usually pop culture things. Yeah. Now, we're in the 80s and 90s.
Yep.
Pop and rock station.
Yeah.
And I can remember, and you guys are old enough, remember like going out and renting videos.
Oh, I love that.
It was the best thing ever.
Oh, yeah. It was always this great moment. Saturday nights were movie and pizza night with my kids. And
I really miss it.
Yeah. I mean, just the experience itself was just kind of cool.
It was.
Kind of cool. Well, these folks at Mental Floss did some digging. They wanted to know what is the most searched for 90s movie.
Okay.
When things were still coming out on tape. And they went state by state.
Okay.
Nice.
So 90s film release. South Dakota. Take a guess. It was released in 1991.
Dances with Wolves.
Nope.
That's a good guess, though.
Nope. And my guess is it's parents still with kids. The number one fave in South Dakota is Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, the story of Belle and Gadsden and singing and dancing flatware and stuff like that. Another Disney classic pretty much stole the show when you go into all the other states. 1994's The Lion King.
You know, and
topping in 18 different states, including Minnesota, Missouri, New Mexico, Texas, and on and on. Yeah.
It amazes me how many people love that. That is probably my least favorite of all the Disney movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Write your
I
hate
just
mail.
didn't like it.
You can write that hate mail to Heidi, Heidi.
Well, no, man, you don't have to love something. I mean,
It's surprising to me because I just don't think that's the best one out of all of them. But
also making the top 5 as far as 90 movies being searched for around the country. Mrs. Doubtfire,
Oh, that's a good one.
1993, and Ghost.
Oh, I like that too.
What?
I
From 1990.
despise.
Okay, I do a great
that
impression.
movie.
I do a great impression of Demi Moore when they're sitting. Okay, from Ghost, Demi Moore. You ready?
Right, I'm ready.
Wow.
There you go.
Yay!
Thanks, everybody. Little mic drop here. I got some mad skills, man.
Didn't know we were going to have improv all morning. That's awesome.
That movie is so cringy, and Troy bought me a copy of it as a joke because he knows I cannot
like
stand
it.
it. Oh,
I kind of like
you
that movie.
do?
I do.
Oh my god!
I honestly don't remember it.
You
so.
don't?
Well,
Patrick Swayze was in it.
I don't remember any movies
Demi
from
Moore?
the 80s either.
Whoopi Goldberg.
The
There's
70s
a
are
super
sketchy.
creepy love scene with Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg, and I cannot get it out of my mind ever.
Well, see, now I've got to search it.
Well, hey,
You don't want to see it, trust me, because you can't unsee it.
got some time off today. Let's sit around and watch Ghost.
take a
Heidi has a
look.
copy. All right. Well, Dan, thanks for that.
Yeah, I'm glad I brought that up.
That is why we refer to this as Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Farris has some news. You look very somber. Is this like somber news?
No, it just brought back some really fun memories. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. The President's Bowl
Oh, yeah.
is now expanding to 4 games, and it's going to be held over 2 days.
Is that because we got a new school, Jefferson?
It certainly does have something to do with it. The Jefferson Starships are now now in the hunt here. This is a long time. This thing's been, it started 30 years ago, the President's Bowl.
Yeah.
And I know that for a fact because I was on the very first inaugural committee for this.
Oh, wow.
30 years ago.
You started this?
And I did not start it. No,
Hey,
it was
you
headed
take
up.
credit for it, man.
No, I was in charge. Me and Craig Matter, we got tagged to take care of media and promotion for it.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day. But Yeah, coming up, celebrating 30 years of this thing. It happens to be the biggest fundraiser for the public high schools in this city.
Wow.
I mean, they rake in a little do-re-mi. In fact, over the past 30 years, they've cleared, I think, over $2 million on this thing.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, you got Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt, and Sioux Falls, newest high schools. We mentioned Jefferson, and they're going to spread it over 2 days. It'll be September 10th. And September 11th, Howard Wood Field, of course. Jefferson will host Rapid City Stevens in the first game on Friday, followed by Lincoln versus Harrisburg at 8 on Saturday. Washington hosts O'Gorman at 1. That's always a good matchup.
Yeah.
And Roosevelt hosting Brandon Valley at 5.
That'll be one heck of a show right there, all four of those.
One of my favorite stories. Actually, the goal for this year is to raise, listen to this, $200,000.
Wow.
That's a lot of dough.
So it's some ching, yeah. But the very first year, as far as a halftime entertainment, this was so great. And we would meet over at Lincoln High School, putting this thing together because it was brand new. It had never been done before. And somebody found a stuntman.
Oh.
And he actually came to one of our meetings. And he was like a dollar store Evel Knievel. He came in with this little dirt bike, and he's wearing his little uniform, but it looked like he'd fallen into some chili dogs and some Boone's Farm beforehand or something. I mean, I'm sitting in the room just going, really? What this guy costs us $50?
Did you guys have him do something?
Well, here's what happened. He was going to come roaring down the track at Howard Wood and jump like 50 big cardboard boxes or something. Well, we get a call about a week before the very first Dakota Bowl. He was practicing. He piled up and ended up in the hospital.
Oh.
So we ended up going a different route, but I'll never forget. This guy walked in the room, and I'm just going, nope. this ain't working for me.
So he was like Stevel Knievel? He was like a Wish version of evil?
Yeah, it was Rehab Knievel. Yeah, it was pretty funny, but yeah, wow, 30 years, holy cow. So yeah, good luck this year, and there you go. There's a rundown on that deal.
All right, awesome. That is really, really kind of fun stuff there, Dan. Stick around. We've got some hard-hitting, action-packed news coming your way here in just a little bit. Also, got a guest. We're going to be chatting with a gentleman from the Sioux Falls Fire Department about Step Up for Heroes. It's a thing that they're going to be doing this weekend on September 11th. Excited to get all the details on that.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. Bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We are going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. I've got a really cool dude that's doing something amazing this Saturday. We've got Ian joining us, and we're going to talk about a thing called Step Up for Heroes. First of all, Ian, thank you guys for doing what you do. I think this is a really neat thing.
Yeah, thanks for having us, John. Appreciate the time and just trying to get the word out there. Come out this Saturday to join us for Step Up Memorial Stair Climb.
And this is something that has happened each year on September 11th. How long have you guys been doing this in Sioux Falls?
This will be the 7th year we've had this event.
And there are folks that do this kind of around the country, and I think it's a really neat thing. A lot of the folks that are involved are firefighters, but it's not just firefighters, right?
No, yeah, this has been going on since the events of September 11, 2001. They do all kind of different types of stair climbs from different buildings to different facilities, and it's based off our firefighters of New York. They climbed those flights of stairs for the World Trade Centers. There are 110 flights of stairs, so that's our goal, is to get through 110 flights of stairs in honor of the 343 firefighters that died. But it's not just for firefighters. We honor the police officers that sacrificed their lives that day, the civilians, and also the military members that sacrificed their lives that day, but also the last 20 years for the wars over in the Middle East.
This one's going to be really tough. It's the 20th anniversary of September 11th, and a lot of people think, what do we do to honor the men and women the right way? And I think you guys are certainly on the right track, and this is something that isn't just this year, it's every year, and you're doing this as a way to honor your brothers and sisters who were lost that day, but you're also raising funds to help. And let's talk about what the funds go to that you raise for Step Up for Heroes.
Yeah, so the best way we thought of to honor those that have given their lives that day is to give back to those in need in today's world. And I guess as firefighters, we come across a lot of situations where people are just having their worst day.
Yeah.
In the past, we've kind of walked away like, okay, we've ended the issue, ended the problem, but there was still more that we felt like we could have done, and we just always struggled to find the means, the financial means, the ways to continue to help those people. So one of the things we created with this fundraiser is we're able to just create an account of the proceeds from this event, and when we see those people that are affected and need just that boost to get back on their feet or prevent them from a downward spiral in life, we're able to step right in that day, that hour, and help them out, help them get things back in order.
I think that's amazing. And you guys put your life on the line every single day, helping other people. So the thing that's nice about this Saturday is, it's an opportunity for you to help other people in a way that's not quite as dangerous, right?
Yeah, and it's a lot of it is for us too, just to get, it was tough in the past to walk away knowing like one example, one of my favorite ones we've done is we responded to a small house fire weeks before Christmas one year, and it was a grandma who had her 4 or 5 grandkids living with her, and it wasn't extensive damage to the house, but it had ruined all the Christmas presents, the Christmas tree, and in years past, you just, hey, I'm sorry about your luck, fire's out, here's some assistance you can look into, but we'd walk away, we'd go back to the fire station, and you just kind of have that void, that emptiness of not being able to help them more. Whereas this year with Step Up, we were able to use the funds, get approval from our board, and go directly to Lewis, partner with Lewis, grab some Christmas presents for those kids, for that grandma, and come straight back to the house in the fire truck and say, here's, sorry for the loss, but here's a little more what we can do to help make your Christmas brighter. So it kind of gives us a benefit as well, not just the people we're helping.
That is amazing. The event is coming up this Saturday. Tickets are available right now, and I've got a link to that on our Facebook page. And retired Army Master Sergeant Cedric King is going to be here speaking as well. I think that's really cool that he's going to be a part of this event.
We reached out to him because we wanted to bring it with the 20th anniversary, with the 20 years of conflict we've had over the Middle East involving this. We thought, let's focus a little more on our military brothers and sisters. So we called around to find a keynote speaker, and the second I talked to Cedric, his message about overcoming resilience, but also when you hit those tough times, to turn it into a positive, not just for yourself, but for your community, really resonated with our program, and we're really excited to hear his message and have him come in and speak.
It's all coming up this Saturday. I'll throw all the details on our Facebook page. Thank you so much for your time today, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you, John.
Absolutely. Again, I've got a link to the tickets and the information and everything at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out, just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for the newsiest news we do. It's news time with Dan Farris.
Turning up the shoe leather, banging on desk, demanding answers. This is fantastic. I love this, man, because it's close to home and it's just a cool thing. South Dakota's 114th Fighter Wing just been named the top unit in Air National Guards across the country.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's
Congratulations.
fantastic.
So you guys like me? Man, when those guys are tearing up the air over Sioux Falls, I just
It's
love
cool.
that.
It's very cool.
Unless I'm
If I'm
trying
in-
to putt out over at Elmwood, then it's a problem.
If I'm in traffic, I got to pull over to the side so I can watch them. So I'm like,
You do. It's just,
super cool.
I never get tired of that.
Intersection again.
114th Fighter Wing of South Dakota Air National Guard has been awarded. It's called the SPATZ Trophy, SPAATZ Trophy, recognizing it as the top flying unit in the nation by the National Guard Association of the United States. So, that was actually presented to him in Las Vegas on August 30th. So yeah, just
Nice.
a couple.
That's fantastic.
Couple days ago. That award, by the way, is based on combat readiness, unit performance compared to other Air National Guard flying units, mission execution, safety, maintenance, inspection ratings, and some other factors.
So it's a big deal.
Yeah, in case you don't know, the 114th has been deployed to 19 different countries, sending 400 airmen to support global operations, as well as duties within the United States, including local support of South Dakota's response to the pandemic, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there you go. Man, salute to you folks. That's just super cool.
It really is. That is fantastic.
Cool. You know, way back in the day, back in the 80s and early 90s,
Yeah.
members of local media used to be able to sign up and go up in one of the fighter jets. It was kind of a promotional thing.
That's cool.
Until some guy who I know, and I won't name him, went up from the Argus Leader. And rumor has it, well, it wasn't a rumor, they crashed.
Oh, wow.
But part of the problem was he had gotten like a camera strap wrapped around a lever or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they went down. Nobody was killed or anything like that, but they kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah.
I'll bet, yeah.
It was just like me, the Air Guard, realized, hey, media are idiots. And I know because I am one. All right, moving on here. South Dakota finally made it on a list produced every single year, basically having to do with what are the most disappointing tourist stops in every state in the Union.
Can I write down what I think are?
Actually, just 18 made the list, but South Dakota made the list as well. I think you know what it is.
I think we've got two.
Okay, which two would you pick?
Wall Drug and the Corn Palace.
Okay,
Am
John.
I right?
John? No.
I'm wrong?
You're wrong.
I wasn't going to say it out loud because I didn't want to upset people.
In a second, but these are places where people go, if I'm going to travel, I'm going to a different state, I need to make time to stop at this because I've heard about this my whole life.
Right.
One of them, big disappointment according to the list from BuzzFeed, Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, California, is a letdown. Plymouth Rock, Plymouth, Massachusetts. Yeah, it's a rock.
Is that it?
Yep. Fountain of Youth. I didn't know we had one of those. That's in St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, yeah. That's what
it's a
Ponce
tourist
de Leon was looking for.
Okay. The UFO Museum in Roswell, New Mexico, I guess, is a bummer.
Oh.
So they're saying it kind of is not so great?
Now you get there and you go, really?
I still want to go.
This surprised me. Never been there, probably never will, but made the list. Walt Disney World in Orlando.
Oh, wow.
Holy cow.
I've been there. I was not disappointed. I kind of liked it.
Niagara Falls in New York.
Huh.
Just in general, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Wow.
Apparently a lot of people get there for the first time. They go, And I don't know what this is, but it's called the Gum Wall, and it's in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, it's a place where people stick gum on a wall.
No, it's not. Really? For real?
It is.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
See, I'd see that.
But you get there and you're like, huh, kind of smells like Hubba Bubba over here.
Oh, weird.
I'm pretty sure I saw a photo of it online. I'm pretty sure that was it.
I'd totally see that.
We should make it. Let's get some tickets.
Bourbon Street, New Orleans.
Really?
Haight-Ashbury, San Francisco.
See, and I think a lot of this is people like build up in their mind how awesome it's going to be. Then they get there and they're like, okay, it's just a street. What am I? Yeah,
Okay, Rockefeller Center Christmas in New York City, as seen on every other Christmas movie on Hallmark ever.
My son and I went to that, and it was really cold when we were there, so we were there for like 4 seconds and left.
Okay, Times Square in New York City bums people out, and in South Dakota, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Wall Drug.
Wall Drug, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you see the buildup is insane, and then you get there and you're like, really?
It's as far as a drugstore, it's got to be one of the coolest drugstores on the planet.
Probably, I've been there once in my life. I mean, that's kind of what I was. Because, again, you grow up and you see all the billboards for miles and miles and miles. And when you get there, it's like, I think little kids probably love it.
Yeah.
Stores full of trinkets and candy and all that kind of thing.
And that giant dinosaur that they've got. That's pretty cool.
Now I want to go check it out. It seems kind of cool.
And in sports, the NFL will again, big announcement like we didn't know this, but we do. The NFL will again put social justice messages on its fields and allow players to wear social justice messages during the regular season on their helmets. The league will put "It takes all of us" and end racism near the end zones for the second straight season. According to the Associated Press, players will also be allowed to choose one of 6 messages to put on their helmets. They include end racism, stop hate, it takes all of us, inspire change, and say their stories. And this is why we can have nice things. And this is why I dialed them out last year after being a lifelong dyed-in-the-wool NFL fan. But what are you going to do, man? You got dogs sleeping with cats, everything topsy-turvy. From the sunny 93.3 news desk, I'm Dan Farris, reminding you if it's news, it's news to me.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, September 6th, 2021. Equity markets ended the last week on a high note despite weaker than expected jobs data. The non-farm payroll report showed less than half expected numbers of new jobs were created, despite record-setting levels of job openings. With the number of job openings only expected to rise as we enter the holiday shopping season, it looks like the major retailers are going to be scrambling for employees. This will be a light week of trading with the Labor Day holiday cutting the week short. Other than that, there is little for the market to get excited about, except for the Fed's Beige Book and the PPI data on Friday. Both the PPI data and the Beige Book are expected to show continued impacts of inflation and help drive the Fed closer to tapering and the eventual onset of tightening. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.